Welcome back everyone to the Hello World Guide. This is episode number 26 of the first person shooter series, and in this video we are going to get started with the actual damageable. We are going to finish our damageable system and just finish up the health bar for our player. So if you remember, in the last video we had this damage manager system, which was pretty cool, but currently our damage manager actually does not happen to do anything at all. And in the taken that's alright, but what I want in the taken damage function is I also want to find out how much health we have got. So I'm going to keep a float here called health as an extra parameter, and I'm going to add in another float here as well called health, and then I'm going to just go under our damageable, and we are going to provide it with the current health as well. So that's pretty awesome. And and now we are going to actually create a damage manager that's not empty, because now we have only got the empty damage manager and nothing else. So for this we are going to just open up Unity, and I'm going to right click and create a new C# script here called I'm just going to call it player damage manager, because that's what it does, damage manager. And this script is just going to be like the empty damage manager, except that it's going to have more stuff, of course, in it. And I'm going to copy this and paste it inside of this whole thing, and I'm going to remove this, and let's get started with the the damage manager thing, which means that we are going to add a UI reference here and break that. But for now we are going to just go ahead and make sure that this class does inherit from damage manager, and I'm going to make a body of this method. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to add in a serialized field here, which is going to be a private image called image, and for that you need to be using unity engine.ui, and then we can say image called image, I guess. No, not really. Let's call it image. Let's call it health bar image. Alright, and now what we are going to do is we are going to go down here, and for this alright, you need to be you need to be using Unity engine as well, and I was not using that. Anyways, now in here what we can do is we can go ahead and say health bar image dot set fill amount, and you might be tempted to just set it to health, but this needs a amount from 0 to 100, and for that we are going to add in a serialized field here again, which is going to be a private float called max health. Yeah, let's call it that. And then what we are going to do is we are going to set for the fill amount to our health divided by our max health, and this should actually work. So yeah, let's try that and see if it works. So let's go to Unity and let it compile. It shouldn't take that long to compile, and once it has compiled, let me just go under the game view, and we have already got a canvas here. It contains the IUI for this. I'm going to just go ahead in the canvas, and I'm going to right click and add in a UI image here called health bar, I guess. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to make it anchor to the top left corner. Then I'm going to make sure that its pivot is to the 0 and 0 and 1, and that I'm going to add a position of 20 and 20, and then I'm going to 20 and negative 20, I guess. And then I'm going to reduce the height of it down quite a bit to something like 40, not 40, let's make it 50, and the width to something like 200. Alright, and now what we are going to do is we are going to set the source image to a square sprite. We actually need to have a sprite called square, and you can just turn this icon and just search for square and select that. And if you don't select a sprite, it does not let you do the fill stuff, so you need to do that. And then you can go and image type and make it filled, and then you can change the radial to horizontal, or if you've got a vertical bar you can change it to vertical, and field origin should be of course at left, because we are filling from this direction. I'm going to make it a little shorter, and alright, and now you can see that if I change the fill amount, it does happen to work marvelously well. However, you can see it's not exactly working, so I'm going to create an empty parent here, and that is not well. let's hit right click and add in a UI, a I don't know, an image here called health bar, and then I'm going to rename this to health bar fill. And then we are going to go under health bar. I'm going to just copy the component here, whole component of the rect transform, and move it to health bar fill. So just paste component values. Alright, actually this does not work. I need to copy this, so copy the component and then paste it in here. Paste component values. Alright, and now we need to make it a child of that, and we need to make it completely stretched. However, if you do want a little bit of padding, and to find out whether we are actually got that or not, we have done it the opposite way. Come on again. You need to make this a child and make this this, and then we are going to set this color to green, and we are going to have a little bit of padding on all sides, so it looks like something like this. And now I can actually change the fill amount, and you can see it looks pretty well. And if I were to select my player and I were to remove the empty damage manager and then add in a actual player damage manager, and then of course apply the override, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to select this health bar image as the health bar image and set the max health to 300 that we have got, and let's just hit play. And what should happen is that it works now. So let's see. And what you should see is that our health bar does not change at all. In first it does not change at all, but it will change later when we actually start damaging, because the reason it does not change is because we also need to change it in the start method. So we need to add in a start method here as well, and basically need to do this here. By the way, is equal to just I guess valve max health divided by max health, or you will just say 1 because this is going to yield 1 anyways, so just say 1. And I'm going to just use the expression body for methods here, because that's going to be a lot more concise for both these, and that looks better. And yeah, that's awesome. So now what should happen is that when we start the game, our health bar should jump to a full 1, and then when we add the damaging for the enemy, then it will start to reduce. So let's check that out and let's hit play. It's still starting. Just wait for a little while it actually starts. And then what I'm going to do is well, as you can see that the game has started now and our health bar jumps to 1. That's awesome. Currently we do not get any damage, so we won't have our health bar reduced. So later we will add damaging as well to our health bar, so that would damaging to the enemy, so that it can actually damage us. And that is something we'll do in the next video, and I will see you in the next video. Make sure to like and subscribe, and make sure you apply the overrides, and then bye.